Welcome to the Motocross Supercross podcast. Podcast.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Motocross Supercross podcast.
Episode 173 of this Motocross Supercross podcast. We just finished up Minneapolis. We got Dallas this weekend. But first, we're going to check in with Lorenzo Locurcio and see how his week was in Minneapolis. Obviously, he got 12th place, and we're just going to get a little behind-the-scenes look at how that went. I'm Adam, here with Claudio. What's up, Claudio?
Let's get that scoop.
The scoop, the inside scoop coming at you.
Yep.
It's like the ice cream man with the scoops. Joining us on the line right now, Lorenzo Locurcio, coming off his 12th place finish from this first East Coast race in Minneapolis. How's it going, Lorenzo?
It's going good, man. It's going good. Just getting home now from the day work and just ready for this weekend.
So, Minneapolis, the first race, how'd you feel going into it? Was obviously the temperature was insane. Did you have to go outside at all?
Yeah, it was pretty bad, honestly. Like, the walk between the car and the stadium was such a bad feeling. Like, it's nothing I've ever experienced before. It sucked.
They don't have any transportation for you guys?
Yeah, no, I mean, you had to walk from the parking lot all the way inside to the stadium, and it was a pretty far walk too. So they didn't put any like signs where to go inside, other than the tunnel. So you literally were like all the doors that you've seen, you were trying to open them just to see if they were open, just to kind of warm up a little bit because it was pretty bad.
And they're all locked. You're just like, try this one. Move on. Try this one.
Yeah, that was the worst feeling ever too, because your hands were freezing, my ears were freezing, even the hair on my nose was freezing. That's the first thing ever happened.
I thought you were gonna go somewhere else with that one, but I'm glad you didn't. What do you think of the track? How was it? Like, obviously, we saw it on TV. You know, we were nice and warm down here, but tell us a little bit of like inside scoop on the track.
Yeah, the track was pretty good actually. All the transitions were pretty good. I thought it was a simple layout. You know, nothing really too challenging other than the ruts. You know, the dirt breakdown pretty good, so they develop a lot of ruts and stuff. That's what made it difficult, but for sure, you know, nothing too crazy.
No lime used on this one, right? For drying out the dirt?
Yeah, they didn't use the I don't think so this weekend.
Lucky for you guys. You missed out. I don't know if you know, but you were the first person they mentioned in the whole broadcast for the weekend, because we were watching practice, and it's like the broadcast starts, and the announcer, the trackside announcer, I forget his name, but he's just like, I was talking to Lorenzo Locurcio, and he loves these whoops. And it's just like, right off the bat, they were talking about you.
Yeah, I remember I was walking the track, and then, you know, we were talking about it, and then it was just like, give me something cool about the track. And I said, well, the whoops are going to be challenging and stuff, and that's why he mentioned. So it was pretty cool that he actually listened and like he actually just put it into the broadcast.
Yeah, it was the opening statements. I was like, all right, here we go.
I like that. I'm going to have to thank him for it.
Yeah, exactly. So speaking of these whoops, it was weird because everyone started skimming them, and then it seemed like that second practice, everybody was jumping them, and then like during the races, everybody went back to skimming them. Is that right?
Yeah, well, kind of, sort of. So they did. They built them pretty big and steep, but just the way the dirt was, you know, the dirt was frozen, so it kind of like just was soft. So by like second practice, it was just, you know, the middle lane was lower, so might as well just jump them. And then for the night show, they rebuilt them again, and they kind of like got a little bit harder. You know, I started skimming them, and I would just kind of switch around, jump in, skim in. Then by the end, I was just literally just sending it in there and then just jumping in and out.
You said the like dirt was like frozen or whatever, but what was the temperature like inside the stadium? We know it was super cold outside, but inside it was still probably cold, right?
Well, for practice, it was actually warm enough. Like it was maybe, you know, 70.
Okay.
So it wasn't terrible, but then for the night show, I think they opened the doors or whatever, or whatever it was, but it got colder. It was like in the 60s, 65s, you know. So
oh wow,
it was a little bit colder at the night show for sure, but it wasn't nothing like outside.
Nothing like outside, yeah, that's for sure.
And then also from the morning till the night, like after the race, it was way warmer. Like whenever we walked outside after the race, it was actually on the positive side of the numbers. So it wasn't like it was better. It was still cold, but it was better.
But you could notice a
that's good.
difference, that much of a difference.
Oh yes, I could.
Did you
was
drive
like
up there or did you fly?
I flew there.
Yeah, it's VIP, bro. What do you mean?
I know. Well, I saw the picture on Instagram of you in the van and stuff. I was like, oh, is he driving?
Yeah, well, my mom and dad drove. They had to drop the bike off at the race, so they had to drive, unfortunately.
Yeah, that does suck. So let's talk about this race. You were in heat number 2, and you missed it by 1 position, which kind of sucks. Tell us a little bit about that heat race.
Yeah, so pretty much I put myself in a horrible position. I started really bad, and then from there on, just kind of like had to muscle my way through. So yeah, it kind of sucked because I got like I said, a bad start, and then that kind of like set the tone for the whole night. So ended up missing it by 1, and then I had to go to the LCQ, which you guys saw what happened there. So kind of got lucky there, but at the same time, I shouldn't have been there.
Well, that's racing. So we'll get to the LCQ. Yeah, because it was a crazy one, especially for you, who also got not a very bad start, but you got a bad start. And got kind of lucky, like, you were kind of like 7th or 8th, and then like everybody just kind of fell in front of you, and you're just all right. Like I feel like the only real pass that you made was on Chase Marquier, who was sitting in 2nd place, and you passed him like a couple laps before the checker flag.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, the madness there was bad, but then I did pass a couple of people. I passed like 2 of them, and then just everybody fell, and then I was 4th. And then like I said, I passed 3rd and 2nd. So yeah, it was hectic. And then everyone's on defense mode too. So it was harder just to get clean laps.
Yeah.
How hard was it to pass on that track? It seemed like it was pretty difficult because everybody was like kind of doing the same rhythms and everything.
Yeah, there was like no separator, honestly. It was very tough just because everybody was going fast. And then, like I said, yeah, there was like only one good line, and then if you made a mistake or just kind of like went out of it, you would lose time. So it was definitely tough to pass. That's why I feel like everybody was just so aggressive.
Yeah, aggressive. Very aggressive.
That's a good word.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and move into this main event. Will you just kind of walk us through? We know that you ended up finishing 12th. If you could kind of just tell us how you got there, and maybe if you're... I mean, I think it's a good ride, but I don't know if you're happy with it. Will you just kind of fill us in on that?
Yeah, so I got a bad start again, and I think 18 first lap coming around. So I definitely had to pass a lot of people to get to 12th.
Yeah.
And I kind of lost my rhythm in the middle of the race. I had like 11, 10, and so on, kind of there. And then, like I said, I made a couple of mistakes, and then I started battling with Osby. And then they kind of like, we were gaining on them again. But then, like I said, I lost my rhythm a little bit, and then they gapped me. So then by the time I got to 12th, they were far gone. So it's a bummer, that's definitely not where I want to be, especially all the off-season training I've done. So like I said, I just put myself in bad positions all weekend. So we're working on the weaknesses to become way better at this weekend in Arlington.
Nice.
Of course, it's got to feel good to get that first one under the belt, but how is the new team, the new ride, the Kawasaki? We haven't talked about that yet. What do you think of that whole setup?
Yeah, no, I love the bike. The Kawasaki's good. That was actually the first time I rode a Kawasaki, so I was really surprised how good it turns and how good the power is. So with that being said, I love the bike, like I said. And, the team is good. We're small people. It's only like a 4-people team with my dad, team owner, and then everyone that helps out, all the sponsors and stuff like that. So it's definitely built around me. So that's cool for sure. It's been nice. Good experience so far.
Yeah, you have a very good support and nothing like you just mentioned, a team that's built pretty much for you. We know that you've been practicing over at the Moto Sandbox, and you're pretty close friends with Alex Martin, who finished 4th. How is that working out for you?
Yeah, it's awesome. Like that's one of the perks being in that team. They wanted me to go there. So Jason and everyone at the Moto Sandbox, Sean, everybody that works there is, awesome people. They run one of the best facilities in the world. So they always have the track so good for us. And it's definitely helpful to ride with all those good guys every day. I learned so much. So it's been good. And like I said, Al, Chase, now Ken came back. Adam was here too, training for the off season. So it's been good. Like I said, being around those guys, you learn a lot, and you kind of just have to get better or else you stay back. So it's always good just because they're always pushing me every day, every corner, every minute of the day.
Yeah, you seem like you have a very good relationship over there, and that's awesome.
Yeah. And like I said, they're great people. We're all there to have a good time, make work easier. There's no drama, no anything. We get our work done, and then, like I said, it's good. They've been very welcoming to me, so I'm very thankful for that. And like I said, I've been enjoying every day just riding with those guys.
So we got Arlington coming up this weekend, or Dallas, whatever you want to call it. I love this stadium. This is like one of my favorite stadiums out of all of them, just because it's so luxury, and it's just they just overdid it there.
Well, until we go to Atlanta.
That's true. Atlanta's going to be pretty awesome too. But Dallas is just a massive place. I feel like it's way bigger than Atlanta. But have you made your adjustments going into this week, and have you updated your goals? You said you weren't happy with the 12th. Is top 10? Would that make you happy, or are you aiming higher than that?
Yeah, well, for sure. I have my personal goals. I'd rather keep them to myself until I achieve them.
All right.
but yeah, 12. I mean, 12 is good. Just being in the main is good, but top 10 is definitely what I had in mind for this weekend. I definitely want to do better. But like I said, I rather just work on it, and then whenever I get it, people will see it. But yeah, it should be good. Arlington or Dallas, like you said, I don't even know. I just call it AT&T Stadium just because I don't know which of the two are. So, but yeah, no, that stadium's pretty cool. I did pretty good there last year. I think I got 12th or 11th. I'm pretty sure it was 11th, but I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, that stadium was good to me. I liked the dirt. The track was fun. I like the Texas state by itself. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm excited to get there and kind of get redemption on myself.
Of course, and I'm sure the weather will be much nicer, at least.
Yeah, it'll
warmer.
Be at least 50 degrees better than last weekend.
Awesome. Well, we'll definitely be pulling for you this week, and we wish you good luck, and hopefully we'll talk to you again next week and see how it went.
Yeah, for sure.
Is there anyone you want to thank, Lorenzo?
Yes, for sure. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Legends and Heroes, Kissimmee Motorsports, Pro Circuit, Official Liat, MGX Unlimited, Fruit for Lives, Dunlop, Alpine Star, Hinson, Asherby's, Motor Stuff, Spectral Oils, Doc Wab, ODI, Engine Eyes, Twin Air, KSR Wheels, On Wheels, Sunstar, Duasa, Guts Racing, Motul, Trunk Tough, J Mutts, and Pet Racing. Those are the guys making it for me. So very thankful to have their support with this year.
Definitely good stuff, man. We're like Adam said, we're pulling for you. You look good.
Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, no, like I said, I've been getting to work this week, so hopefully we'll really show what I'm capable of this weekend.
Lorenzo Locurcio, everybody. Man, what a guy.
He's always got so much enthusiasm and so much excitement.
Yeah,
he loves it, man. He's just fun person.
Yeah, he's definitely a great character. Like you said, a really good guy, and we love talking to him. It's just so mellow, so chill, and
yeah, I thought he did pretty good last week. So we'll see how much better he can do. Of course, I think he can do better. As we said, this 250 East Coast is pretty stacked. Everyone's hauling this first week, so it'll be nice to see what happens this weekend in Dallas to see who's going to repeat. Can Forkner stay up there? Can someone like Lorenzo really improve? Or, we just got to wait one more week to kind of see how the chips fall. Because also Martin Davalos, he got 16th, so you have to imagine he's going to do better this week. So I think there will be a lot of changes between what we saw week 1 to week 2.
Yeah, definitely. It was good. But is there anything else you want to add to this episode?
I think we're good. Just follow us at MXSX Podcast. Make sure you're tuned in on Instagram. We got some videos posting soon. And you know what? While you're there, just go like us on Facebook. Or while you're
make sure
online.
You follow Lorenzo at Locurcio56 on Instagram, and I believe on Twitter as well.
That's right. And we will see you guys next time for this Dallas preview.